Okay, welcome back to another episode. This is episode 8 of the Mos Eisley Cantina MOC series. This is the Mandalorian Underground portion of it, so eventually this bad boy over here can't wait to build that. It can't come soon enough. Hopefully in the next few weeks, I just need to start expanding out. But again, for all the folks that have been watching, thank you so much for joining. And for anybody new, I invite you to check out the playlist. It's been just fun watching how it just started with a man in a plan, or was it a Mandalorian in a plan? And now, of course, we're starting to make some pretty serious progress. So I'll just kind of showcase from a distance right now. Very pumped. I will get into more detail here in a moment, and I am just really ecstatic that I'm starting to kind of kick it into gear. Just keep in mind there's not a lot of finished details, but I just wanted to get the structure of the forge. It's based on a made up story that I have of as we know, the Navarro Mandalorian, the tribe's covert was basically ruined. Many of them were killed off. Hopefully some Mandalorians made it off planet before getting captured by the Imperials or killed by the Imperials. And so I'm assuming here that a few of them made it. They all are now creating a new covert underneath the Mos Eisley Cantina. So all next, I will show a little bit more detail of the progress. Okay, we are back, and this is the ground floor, and so this is the main shot into the newly formed forge. And I've been having some fun kind of placing some Mandalorian characters. So of course this is Paz Vizsla. We've got a couple of Tribes members, and I just love this entrance, which is fairly close to how the series is set up. You'll notice that the walls are fairly plain, and I won't get into the big feature there. So this is kind of the outside of it right here. I've kind of dabbled with a couple little features here and there. I have a lot of work to do. You'll notice the outside, it has kind of the stonework to the more tan, the light tan or standard tan, I should say, that eventually, this is meant to just kind of be kind of almost like a cutaway or show part of it. Eventually, it'll kind of go into the sand and actually be part of the cantina right above it. So you're only going to get part of it. I may kind of figure out how I want to design this piece out. And on the flip side, well, let me fix the camera. There we go. We'll go like that, slight angle. You can see if you remember back to last week's episode, I believe, the entrance here was actually over here, and I think it's much improved because now it mirrors this one. It's obviously a different color because we're headed into a different room. I really like, again, it was really important that the Mandalorian armor had two prints, so I was able to put one on either main entrance. And the other piece that I really liked is now that it's straight on. They match, so they're dead center to um, the forge itself, which is really great. So I felt like that looked pretty amazing. And kind of here we go. We'll move this back a little bit so I can get the camera situated a little bit closer. So going inside, let me give you a little bit more of a tour of the inside. So similar to the set, there's the press right here. I actually took the base of the cabinet and put that here. I created kind of a work area. You can see on this side, The seating arrangement, which is normally would have been off the forge, I actually separated that out. It looks a little bit nicer. What I really like about this room so far is that there is plenty of space, and I wasn't sure I was going to have that. As you can see, I've completed out the floor. It's kind of a combination of stonework and grates. The forge itself was raised, and you can see here there's some of the other pieces of the original set. Let me go this way. I think it'll be a little easier. And then let's get the light fixed on that. The other piece is that this is functional. You'll probably recognize a lot of this from the set itself. So that does go out. I did modify the bottom. It's hard to see there. And again, I thought this other area across from it here, I thought that turned out kind of pretty nice. And that's a little bit of a secret that I'll unveil in another episode. So there you go. You've gotten the full tour of the Mos Eisley Cantina, Mandalorian Underground. One of the things that I'm starting to kind of freak out a little bit was that just through here in this other side and actually on the other is I blew through a ton of dark gray just in this little corner. So now I'm like, am I really gonna have enough pieces for this? Hopefully my pick-a-brick wall adventures can kind of help me and get me going. There may be some pauses in the project to get some parts. So it's definitely going to be a project once it's finished. So thank you so much for watching. Leave some comments and what you think. Again, I'm open to any other little ideas that you have. I'm really, again, excited that we're making so much progress, and I will catch you on the next Mandalorian update.